Hi, my name is Matthew Doyle, and I am the writer and soon-to-be director of the gay-themed narrative film Hookup, starring Antonio Biaggi. And first, let me apologize for not being Antonio. I know you look to this page to see him, but we're making this film together. And when I say making it together, Antonio is not only the star of the film, but he is a co-producer. He has been instrumental in fundraising, and he is going to be a big part of this production, not just in terms of acting, but also making the film. When we had lunch about a month ago to discuss the project and him being in it, he agreed that this is a very different gay-themed film. This is a hard-hitting drama, and it's very in-your-face. It is a film by gay men for gay men. It is smart, it is sexy, and it's also very touching. I've had more than a few people tell me that the end made them cry, and it really touched them. And which, you know, as a writer, I can't receive a greater compliment than that. Antonio is going to play Bryson Colon. Bryson is a construction worker who has had a series of failed relationships, and he's given up on dating pretty much, although in the movie he does have a date with someone, you know, his own age, but most of the time he's hooking up with younger guys. And even on websites like Manhunt, there is a little checkbox for dad/son, dad/son. And intergenerational encounters have become sort of a new fetish. You will see it in a lot of pornography these days. When I was dating a much younger man a short time ago, someone who saw our profile on Grindr, and it was our joint profile, hit us up and asked us if we wanted to do a porn movie for him. And neither of us are interested in that. We were both sort of, you know, not physically what we think anyone would want to see in pornography, especially me. And the guy said, that's a shame. You know, older, younger is really in now. And having been out of a long-term relationship, which was 13 and a half years for the last 4 years, I have been sort of struck by how intergenerational encounters have become the new norm. Younger guys looking for older, mostly, and vice versa, somewhat. And there's a new dynamic there, and it's very strange, because when I was younger, that was the last thing we were interested in. The whole idea of being with someone significantly older was sort of repugnant to us. But this film explores that, and it explores online profiles and online or phone application profiles, and the people behind them, and how the online profile is just a splinter of the whole person. And the reason for the film's existence is to explore the people behind the profiles. And the characterization is very rich. Bryson Colon, who Antonio plays, is a construction worker who is an aspiring novelist. And if that seems a little far-fetched, I am a feature film writer-director with a couple of movies to my credit, and I fix cars for a living. So there's a little bit of me in this role. He is burnt out on relationships. He's had 3 long-term relationships, about 4 years each, which he says in the script. And now he's looking for something less complicated, and it's very fantasy based, and I'll get into some of those details in some of the videos, but it is a rich, strong film, and I think it will really impact audiences, and I really would like your help in getting it done. If 700 or 800 people contribute $30, essentially pre-buying the DVD, this film gets made. It's as simple as that. And it really should be made. It needs to be made. And other than what I'm going to do in some of the other videos, where I'm going to show you some scenes and how the movie works and what it's about, that's about all I can say right now. It's a very rich story, and it's not pornography, but it is very sexy. It is very adult. And I think that's something that's also been sort of missing, because in the serious dramas, I mean, and don't misunderstand, I loved Gus Van Sant's Milk. Sean Penn was great. It is a brilliant movie. But it was desexed. You had Harvey Milk, you know, living in San Francisco in the 1970s, and they treated him like he was a monk. And I realized that was to make the story palatable for straight audiences, and to tell straight audiences and children, you know, in classrooms, who this man was in terms of gay history. But I guess as a gay man, I'm looking at this and I was sort of disappointed, because it wasn't the sort of cultural artifact that I think it should have been. And that's what I'm going to try to do with this movie. I'm going to correct that and, you know, show everything here in terms of what life is like for us in the here and now, with, you know, phone applications and, you know, and hookup applications like Manhunt, Scruff, Grindr, Adam for Adam, you know, what have you. So please contribute. Please help us make this movie happen. You are going to be a big part of this project. Your name will be listed with a big thank you in the credits. And again, you will be getting the DVD before its official release. It's a great project, a great film. Please help us make it happen. Thank you so very much.